Hello everyone, for today's magic card trick tutorial, I thought it'd be neat to share with you a trick that's been done a couple different ways over the past couple years, many years actually. It only uses 4 cards, so that's all we use for this trick, and it's called Jumping Gemini, and this is kind of my handling on how to do this trick just to make it a little bit easier, okay? Now it only requires 4 cards, and the bottom card happens to be the 5 of diamonds. Now if you just take the cards and reverse the order in the pack of 4 cards, the 5 of diamonds comes back to the top, okay? Not too magical or anything like that, it's just counting. But if I take the 5, place them on the bottom of the pack of cards, okay, the 5 of diamonds actually comes right back to the top of the packet of cards, okay? Watch, one more time, take the 5, place them on the bottom. Look at that, the 5 comes right back to the top of the cards. Now, amazingly enough, if I take the 5, place them in the middle of the packet of cards, the 5 of diamonds will actually come right back to the top of the cards. I can take the 5, place them on the table, and the 5 comes right back to the top of the cards. Do it one more time, look at that, the 5 comes right back to the top of the packet of cards. Now I know what you're thinking, maybe you're using more than one 5 of diamonds. Well, if that was the case, then this card couldn't be the 10 of spades, okay? This card couldn't be the 10 of spades. This card couldn't be the 10 of spades, and this card couldn't be the 10 of spades. I couldn't possibly have 4 10 of spades in this packet of 4 cards. And you might be thinking, well, you're using more than 4 cards. Well, no, only 4 cards are used in this trick, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the secret to this trick is that I never really used a 10 or a 5 at all. I actually used wild cards. See, they can actually be any card that you want them to be. So that card was a joker, that card's a joker, this card's also a joker, and the 4th card is guaranteed to be a joker. And that's Jumping Gemini. Now, before I tell you how to do it, please, as always, like and subscribe to this channel and this video. I really appreciate it. And I also like to give a shout out to my channel members. I really appreciate you. And if you're looking for information on how to become a channel member, do it through YouTube, and there's a little tab that you can click below and it gives you all that information, okay? Also, check out thebestmagicshop.com, where you can find some awesome new magic tricks, accessories, shirts, bags, and more for yourself or anyone who just likes magic. Now, Jumping Gemini, the tutorial, okay? This trick only uses 4 cards, the 2 jokers and then 2 other cards. I use the 10 of spades and the 5 of diamonds. Some people use kings instead of the jokers. I like the way that the jokers come out, especially if you have the guarantee joker, just with my pattern that I use, okay? And there's optional parts about this trick. You can have the cards set up on your regular deck of cards, or you can have the cards set up in your wallet and you can pull them out and then perform the trick in that way. It's completely up to you, however you feel comfortable doing this. So since I use the deck, I'll just show you how I set the cards up to use the deck and then go from there, okay? But the setup for the deck, I had the 10 of spades, the guarantee joker, the regular joker, and then the red card. And you can use any red card and any black card, any cards you want, okay? So I had these 4 cards just on top of the deck, and it's just a regular deck of cards. And so when I shuffled, I just kept the 4 cards set up, just shuffled those last so they just remained on top of the deck. Now I dealt them out on the table individually, which gives you your setup on how you want to be when you start performing the trick, okay? So the setup when you start performing the trick is the red card, joker, joker, the guarantee joker, and then the black card, okay? So that's what you want to start up with before you do your sleight of hand moves. Now you're going to have to do triple lifts and double lifts in this routine, and that's pretty much it, which is why I like this handling better. There's no kind of, you know, pulling cards out of the middle, moves that you have to do. So it's just a little bit easier to remember this routine, okay? So this is the setup. Now you start and you say, you know, I have a packet of 4 cards, a red card on the bottom. And if I reverse the count of the cards, and what you're really doing is you're pushing off with your thumb the top 3 cards, okay? So you're saying if I reverse the count, you take the 3, place them on the bottom, okay? So this is the 5, then take 1 card, place it on the bottom, and 1 card and place it on the bottom, okay? So now you're set up, you should have the 5 being the 3rd card from the top, okay? So this is your setup right after you do that, okay? So you say, I'm gonna reverse the order of the cards, which isn't magical, right? Because the 5 comes to the top. You do a triple lift, turn over, showing the 5, and then turning it right back over, okay? Now, when you do this triple lift, you can maintain the break underneath the 5, okay, either with your pinky or your thumb or your palm. You only have 4 cards, so whatever you're comfortable with. You take one of the top cards and place it on the bottom of the packet. Now, if you maintain that break, then you can just go right into a double lift to show that the 5 has come back onto the top, okay? So do the double lift, turn the 5 over, turn it back over. Then just take one card from the top, place it on the bottom. Now you're just turning over the top card, which you're showing the 5 again and turning it back over. Now spread the cards out, take the top card, which is the 5, place it third from the top, okay? And when you go to square up these cards, you can maintain that break because you're gonna do a triple lift now. Triple lift to show the 5, turn the cards back over, take one card, place it on the table. Now you do a double lift, which is really easy to do when you just have 4 cards because you can just push off the top cards, maintaining just the bottom card. Set you up for your double lift, turn those 2 cards over, face up and then face down again. Place one card on the table and then just turn the top card over, which is the 5. Take this 5, place it on top of these cards on the table, pick this entire packet up, place them back in your hand. This part of the trick is where you're saying, now you probably think I have more than 1 5 of diamonds, and then you're set up in this order here where the 10 of spades is now third from the top. So now you do a triple lift. You say, well, if I had more than 1 5 of diamonds, then this card couldn't be a 10 of spades, okay? So this was a triple lift back over. Take the top card. Now you're gonna need to do a double lift holding this card, which is easy when you just have 3 cards. You can just push them off with your thumb, get into that double position. Just takes a little bit of practice. Double lift showing that this card wouldn't be a 10 of spades. Take this top card. Now you're just turning over one card, which is the third card, the 10 of spades. Turn it back over, and then with my middle finger, I grab the bottom card, okay? And then with my left palm, this is my left hand, that's why I have the Band-Aid on it for reference here. I just go in, push this card down, which is the third card, the 10 of spades, and then it'll turn it over, kind of showing like you're showing the bottom card, okay? So it's just a little bit of misdirection. And you say this card wouldn't be the 10 of spades. Then you take the 10, place it on the bottom of the 4 cards, show the 10 of spades, and then just peel off the top card, show the 10 of spades, peel off the top card, show the 10 of spades, peel off the top card, and then you're left with 1 10 of spades. You say they wouldn't all be the 10 of spades. Now, this is the part where you say, now you're probably thinking I have more than 4 cards. Now you're gonna show that you only have 4 cards, which you do by peeling off the top card and then the bottom card with my finger here. So it just looks like this, okay? There's 2 cards here. You can separate these with your hand, and what you're doing is you want to, because you're set up at this point with the jokers in the middle, okay? So at this point, you want to get the 2 jokers to the bottom. So you say, no, I'm only using 4 cards. So you take these 2 cards, which are the jokers from the middle, and you're just placing them on the bottom of the 4 cards, okay? So now you're almost done. You have your setup like this, the 10, the 5, the 2 jokers. Now you do a triple lift. You say, you know, the secret to this trick is that I had a wild card. This card was actually the joker. You do the triple lift, okay? Triple lift showing that it's a joker. Take the top card, place it on the table. Do a double lift showing that same joker, okay? Double lift back over, place that card on the table. Now you're left with the joker, 1 card, okay? Turn it back over, drop it on the table, and then because I use the guarantee joker, you say this card is guaranteed to be the joker, okay? And then you're done. And that's Jumping Gemini. You can place these cards if you use the deck back on top and then, you know, mix them, lose them in the deck right away, you know, so nobody knows what your setup was. Or you can take them, the 4 cards, and put them back in your wallet, or if you just had them separate just for that, okay? And then that's it. Now, if you just put them back in the cards, you're set just with a regular deck of cards with 2 jokers in it, and you can do you know, any tricks that you want to from then on, okay? If you want to roll it into a routine like that, okay? So that's Jumping Gemini. It's a little tough. It's going to take a couple times to watch this video over and over to get to know when you're supposed to do a triple, when you're supposed to do a double. But when you only have 4 cards in your hand, the triple and the doubles are a lot easier to do because the triple, you can just push off with your thumb, and that'll give you the 3 cards, okay? And you just can square them up, turn them over, turn them back over, okay? Now you just push off the 2 cards to do the double, okay? Square them up, put them back over, and then that, okay? So it's just, you know, triples and doubles on how to do them, and then this kind of flourish move, and that's it. Okay, so have fun with it. It's a neat trick, but it might take you a little time to learn it. But, you know, that's what I'm here for. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. I hope you enjoy it, and until next time.